Just wanted to share a few thoughts with you. It is very easy for us often to judge whether a country is doing something bad or good. Like when they attack another country, we all know that it is bad. But when we look at our own individual lives, are we doing that violence in the psychological level? Have we ever thought about it? How are we doing that? Whenever we impose our own views regarding how another person should behave or should be. I'm not talking about extremely gross behavioral patterns, which is like attacking you or something. I'm talking about opinions and viewpoints. When we try to impose our own opinions and viewpoints and attitudes on others, we are doing violence. Can we give them some space to be themselves? In this world, that is, I find it very rare that people give others space to be themselves. That's why we have this habit from the childhood to imitate others, because we always think that, okay, this is the ideal or that is the ideal, and we always try to live up to that expectation. Because the world and the society always demands that you meet that expectation that you should be like this, or conformity. And when people rebel, they are seen as outcasts almost. And most of these rebels too, since they don't know what is causing this revolution or what is the way forward, it soon degenerates into something antisocial. So how can we, on a subjective level, overcome this kind of expectations and be ourselves, whatever we are? We are all unique creations, right? Every one of us is unique. So why should we be like somebody else? We don't have to. And at the same time, when we look at others objectively, why can't we just allow them to be themselves? Why should they behave in the way we want them to behave? So that is the cause of most of this intolerance. Everybody knows that we should tolerate, we should accept. It's all very lofty ideals. But when it comes to day-to-day lives, in our minor details, when we go, interactions with your loved ones, can we give them the space? Can we? It's not about thinking yes or no. At that moment, can you be the space? That itself is a spiritual practice. Because anytime, anything that makes you forget your little me, you're going to expand, and that will lead to your realization that you are one with the infinite, or you are the infinite. And there are no two things in this world, because God alone has become everything. So the bhakta tries to divinize every relationship, divinize his whole life, his or her whole daily chores, everything that they consider it as a worship, and thus reach the same goal. But even those who don't want to believe in anything, don't want to believe in any God or anything, just the idea that there is this universal interconnectedness. Even the words, when someone says something good or bad, it affects us, right? That itself is the proof that everything is connected. Some sound waves entering your ears and reaching your brain can modify your mood. Imagine how much of impact your thoughts are making in this entire universe. Swamiji says thoughts live more than even the sounds, because sound is a grosser manifestation. Thoughts can reach far and wide, and it can travel like light reaching after so many years, reaching you same way. After hundreds of years, your thought can find a receptor in somewhere else. So be careful with what we think and what our attitude is, so that universal love without any expectations, without any demand for this personal me, that can be our ideal. And even to the slightest extent we even feel this, we will find that infinite bliss and joy, and our lives will be blessed.